Hey y'all, and welcome to this week's Whiskey Wednesday. Tonight, we've got You Might Have Told Me by Jon Wolfe off of the 2013 It All Happened in a Honky Tonk album. Now, Jon Wolfe is my favorite modern day classic country artist. And if you're not sure what that means, just take a look at this picture. He's got the denim jacket, the felt hat, the long hair. It just screams 90s country. Now, this song definitely has some calmer vibes, really great steel guitar, and it's kind of, to me, like the first part of the song is actually reminiscent of the first time you see an ex at the bar. You might still be kind of like enamored about that person or just like still caught up in it. And when you see her for the first time, he says, because it was quite a big surprise when I saw him and you, and you're almost like snap back to reality, like, wait, we're not actually together anymore, because like the glass shattered as you kind of saw her with somebody new out on the dance floor. I can tell you that's the hardest thing to go through. Now, Jon Wolfe has like an awesome, deep, unique, amazing voice that he showcases in pretty much every song on this entire album. He actually once compared himself to George Strait, the King, and I wouldn't go that far, but it's damn good. Now, his voice works very well in those kind of quieter talking moments as he's down here like this with the softer guitar and telling the narrative of the story. But then when the choruses comes, he sings like I do, right? I kind of yell when all the choruses come, and sometimes I feel like Jon Wolfe strains his voice just a little bit as he builds up to the choruses. But this whole It All Happened in a Honky Tonk album is incredible. I love every song on the album, and it was released way back in 2013, which is hard to believe because I feel like Jon Wolfe is like fairly new. But he's put in, at least 7 years, right? This was his first album. But I was lucky enough at the time to be like really in with all the radio stations, and I had my name on all their mailing lists, and I would get invites to like some pretty cool events. And on one particular occasion, I got to see Jon Wolfe play a show at the Gibson Showroom. And it's this place in South Austin, tucked in between all the radio station buildings like 96.7 Kiss FM and The Beat and what else? Oh, Case FM is down there as well. And this Gibson showroom is like a private showroom for like concerts, promo events, media events, and it's typically like invite only, hosted by the radio stations. Let that song play out. So because I was so in with the radio stations at the time, I got an invite to essentially like a private Jon Wolfe showing, and my wife and I went. And there was probably maybe 60 people there. It was a fairly small venue, giving out some free vodka, free like tacos, I think it was. And that night was a lot of fun because he played through the majority of this album, and it was also the first night that we met Amber, his now wife. So they were dating back at the time, and she came off as like very fangirly about Jon. She actually, when she spoke with us, like grabbed us by the hands and brought us right up to like the front row. She was very like, you got the show starting, you got to come see him, and like took our hands and physically drug us. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that he found a girl for him. They seem like pretty dang happy and that they mesh well. Jon seems to love the mountains and hiking and traveling. She seems to be right there with him on that. And what's also cool is that she shares a lot of his like business ventures with him. She will do the Juan Lobo tequila promotions, and even back when he was doing corn streams, when coronavirus first came out and everybody was like hunkered down at home real bad, Amber was there sitting on the couch next to Jon while he was streaming. And I just think it's really cool. You find somebody that really matches well with your lifestyle. And one of my favorite corn streams that Jon Wolfe kind of started doing was he would do a song and then a shot of Juan Lobo, and a song and then a shot of Juan Lobo, and he'd get pretty toasty in those streams. But unfortunately, maybe fortunately, like we do have some live music starting up again, so the streams are kind of ending, but it'll just be a while before like live music is back in full force and the dance halls are open, and Friday nights are back to being what they used to be. Anyways, that's it for this week's Whiskey Wednesday. If you guys want to see more, check us out on Twitter at DailyTXCountry, and definitely our website, dailytexascountry.com. Y'all take care.